Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video on Film Top. Over the years, viewers have seen numerous arguments, fights, and awkward scenarios on 90 Day Fiance. While some couples on the show were successful in resolving their issues, others were seriously toxic. With that in mind, let's take a look at 7 90 Day Fiance couples who brutally hated each other. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Alright, let's begin. Number 7. Jennifer and Tim. Since the beginning of their relationship, Jennifer from Colombia felt like there was something missing in her bond with Tim, who was an American resident. Not only were Tim's excessive beauty routines and lack of passion towards Jennifer annoying, but she was also bothered by how involved Tim was in his ex-fiance's life. But their relationship hadn't reached the worst point until Jennifer realized that Tim wasn't courageous and adventurous enough and didn't resonate the energy that she had, after he refused to go on a canyon swing with her. Number 6. Colt and Larissa. After their first conversation online, Larissa and Colt spent a memorable time together, first in Mexico and then in Brazil. However, when Larissa moved to Las Vegas with Colt and his family, things started taking the wrong turn. Due to numerous fights between Larissa and Colt's family members, the couple's relationship started getting strained. The way Larissa would explode with anger was quite annoying to watch, and Colt's constant passive aggressiveness was no less cringeworthy. Even though they did get married, the two unsurprisingly got divorced after a few months when their issues began resurfacing. Larissa was even sent behind bars for getting physically violent with Colt during an argument. Number 5. Eric and Lyda. After leaving her luxurious life in Indonesia behind, Lyda flew all the way to the US only to find out that her soon-to-be fiancé Eric lived in a lower-than-average messy apartment. Consequently, Lyda demanded Eric's teenage daughter, Tasha, to move out of his apartment and also ordered him to get his life together since he was extremely broke. At last, during an argument, she finally admitted that she felt like she was forcing herself to marry Eric despite knowing that he didn't deserve her, just so she could pursue her medical career in the US. Although the couple's own problems were evident, Lyda made things worse by being really harsh towards Tasha, as she treated her quite poorly and even filed a restraining order against her. Number 4. Ricky and Zamina. Lies have their repercussions, and that's what Ricky learned during his trip to Colombia, when he was attempting to find himself a fiancé. Although he was still in the middle of the divorce procedure with his soon-to-be ex-wife, who was also the mother of his 2 kids, Ricky wanted to make things work with a girl named Melissa. Zamina, on the other hand, was his backup plan. When she found out the truth, Zamina was obviously furious. However, she ended up giving Ricky a chance, but their relationship was just not right. Turns out, when he returned to the US, Ricky realized that he wasn't fully ready to give up on his marriage yet. Number 3. Anfisa and George. Season 4 cast members Anfisa and George were another misfit couple that majorly lacked compatibility and couldn't even stand each other most of the time. In one of their scenes, George takes his Russian fiancée out for a snack, and based on her reaction, he guesses that something's wrong, so he asks her and even offers his own snack. Anfisa replies quite rudely before complaining about how American food is so different from Russian, both in taste as well as portion size. She makes faces and doesn't seem fond of George's company either, before throwing shade at him for not taking care of her and feeding her, which seemed quite immature. Anfisa often complained about George not splurging money on her as frequently as she would like. That said, George wasn't so free of faults either, as it was later revealed that the couple couldn't find a house to rent because of his involvement in certain criminal activities. Number 2. Ashley and Jay. These two gave us a taste of disaster numerous times after the toxicity in their dysfunctional marriage became too evident to ignore. Ashley, a single mother of 2, met Jay, who was 11 years younger, at a resort. After 6 months of online dating, Ashley flew back to Jamaica and the couple got engaged. However, shortly after saying their vows in LA, Ashley caught Jay flirting with other women on Tinder. He was also accused of cheating and stealing money, while Ashley allegedly told lies herself, alongside faking an illness. Number 1. Darcy and Jesse. Surely one of the worst couples on the show who had an evident tumultuous relationship, Darcy and Jesse were certainly toxic from the start. Then 24, Jesse was prominently the uncooperative one in the relationship and was habitual of blaming everything on Darcy, who went to Amsterdam right after falling for her Dutch boyfriend she met online. The two would bicker almost all the time, even during a family dinner with Darcy's children. Their almost 20-year age difference was just the tiniest of the issues the couple faced overall. Unsurprisingly, their relationship ended with an ugly separation, proving that they were never meant to be. TLC has featured a ton of loathsome couples on 90 Day Fiance, but these pairings have been the most toxic till date. And this brings us to the end of our video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's not too late. Give it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video.